Hello, welcome to another session of Turbo Machine. So today we'll solve one problem related to velocity triangle. So we'll take the same problem statement as we have taken in last class. So this with same problem we are going to solve the problem with same problem statement. We are going to solve by using analytical method. No doubt in last class we have solved one problem, the same problem which I have written over here. The same problem we have solved by graphical method, but today we are going to solve the same problem by analytical method. So before going to this analytical method, okay, so all of you draw this just a rough sketch of velocity triangle. So it will be represented something like this. So all of you draw the velocity triangle, rough velocity triangle, so that we can build trigonometric relations. Along with that we can build geometric relations. So just this velocity triangle is only for our reference. So first initially you have to draw this rough velocity triangle for our reference, then we will proceed with the solution. So all of you draw this rough velocity triangle so that we can build trigonometric ratios, trigonometric formulas, as well as geometric formulas or relations, so we can build through this velocity triangle. Okay, so now I am going to read out the problem statement and we'll extract the given data. So already we have done in previous class also. So I am going to read the problem and I am going to extract the given data. So the statement is something like this: the velocity of the steam outflow from a nozzle of a D level turbine is 1200 meters per second. The nozzle angle being 22 degree. If the rotor blades are equiangular and rotor tangential speed is 400 meters per second. Calculate a rotor angle beta 1 and beta 2. Then calculate a tangential force Ft on blade ring. And third one is power output. Assume VR1 is equal to VR2 and also find utilization factor. So this is the problem statement. So we have extracted the given data. So here V1, the velocity of the steam which is coming out of the nozzle and it is about to enter into the turbine. So the velocity is 1200 meters per second. Then alpha 1 is given, that is nozzle angle 22 degree. So here blade rotor blades are equiangular, and that is nothing but beta 1 is equal to beta 2. Then u is equal to 400 meters per second. So u is nothing but the rotor tangential speed, 400 meters per second. So this is the given data. So what is to be calculated here? So we need to calculate to find, okay, to find so beta 1 and beta 2. So this is the A bit. Then B bit is we need to calculate Ft, tangential force Ft. Then C bit we need to calculate power, and fourth one more is there, that is find utilization factor. So utilization factor. So these four are to be found here. Okay, so before going to solve this problem, I will just I will put this rough sketch of this velocity triangle and I will try to solve the problem. Okay, so to solve the problem by analytical method, so I am going with the analytical method. So here, so in this velocity triangle, VU1 is equal to V1 cos of alpha 1, as you can see. So this is AC is nothing but VU1. So I know the value of V1 and I know the angle alpha 1. So I have to resolve this AD line or V1 in horizontal axis. So then only I am going to get this AC. AC is nothing but VU1. So VU1 is given by V1 cos of alpha 1. So this is equal to V1 is 1200 cos of 22. Okay, so we'll get some value here. So we'll get the value of 1112.6 meters per second. So this is VU1. VU1 is nothing but AC. AC is nothing but VU1. So similarly, VF1 is equal to V1 sine of alpha 1. V1 sine of alpha 1. So this is VF1. So this is given by V1 is again 1200 So Vf1 is equal to V1 sine of alpha 1. V1 is 1200 meters per second, sine of 22 degree. So we'll get 1200 into sine of 22. So we'll get 449.5 meters per second. So we have calculated the value of VU1, it is AC VU1, and we also calculated the value of VF1, right? So now we will calculate the value of X. So I am going to represent this as X, that is BC. So here BC is X, BC is X. So how I am going to calculate X? So here X is equal to VU1 minus U. So you can see here, so X is equal to, X is nothing but BC, right? BC is X. So we know the value of AC. AC is nothing but VU1. VU1 minus U is equal to X. So this is equal to VU1 is 1112.6 minus 400. So you will get X is equal to 1112.6 minus 400. You will get 712.6 meters per second. Okay, now I know the value of, so here I know the value of X as well as I know the value of VF1. I know the value of X as well as I know the value of VF1. So by applying Pythagoras theorem equation, I can calculate VR1 here. So this can be calculated. So VR1 is equal to square root of, that is VF1 square plus X square. So this is equal to square root of VF1. How much is VF1? 449.5 square plus 712.6 X square. So you'll get square root of, so square root of into bracket 449.5 square plus 449.5 square plus 712.6 square bracket close is equal to, I'm going to get 842.5 meters per second, right? So I'm going to get this much. So now I need to calculate beta 1. So how I am going to calculate beta 1? Beta 1 by applying tan of beta 1 is equal to, so tan of beta 1 is equal to opposite by base. So I will calculate the angle beta 1 now. So tan of beta 1 is equal to VF1 divided by, that is opposite divided by base. Base is X, or I can write beta 1 is equal to tan inverse of VF1 divided by X. So this is equal to, tan inverse of VF1 is how much? VF1 we have calculated just now, it is 449.5 divided by X is 712.6. so this is equal to beta 1 is equal to, so I'll calculate this through calculator, using calculator. So tan inverse of into bracket 449.5 divided by 712.6 bracket close. So you'll get 32.24 degree. Since this is equal to beta 2, because beta 1 is equal to beta 2, right? So beta 1 is equal to beta 2, this is both are rotor blades are equiangular here, as you can see here in the problem statement. So here rotor blades are equiangular, so that's why beta 1 is equal to beta 2 we have taken, right? So beta 1 is equal to beta 2. So this is the first answer that we have calculated, right? So this is a bit, right? So then we will proceed to the that is exit velocity triangle now. So these are the values that we have obtained, as you can see here. So these are the values we have obtained for all the 1 suffix. So we know the value of v1, we have calculated vr1, we have calculated vf1, we have calculated beta 1, and also we have calculated vu1. So these all are the values that are related to inlet velocity triangle. Now we will move to this exit velocity triangle, that is BEF, right? So BEF is the exit velocity triangle with suffix 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, right? So now we'll proceed with the exit velocity triangle, and we try to calculate the other unknowns of this velocity triangle. Okay, so as we know that VR1 is equal to VR2, VR1 is equal to VR2. So this is equal to VR1 is equal to VR2. We have calculated that value. It is 842.5 meters per second, and we also know beta 2 is equal to 32.24 degree, right? So we know these both the values. So we have calculated this beta 1 value, right? Beta 1 is 32.24 degree, and it is equal to beta 2, since beta 1 is equal to beta 2. So we have calculated VR1. Since VR1 is equal to VR2, it is already given in the problem statement. So with these two values I am going to calculate. So from this velocity triangle, so I know the value of VR2 and I also know the value of beta 2. I can calculate VF2 here, as well as I am going to calculate FB, right? So to calculate VF2, right? So VF2 is given by VF2 is equal to VR2 sine of beta 2. So this is the equation that is to be implemented. So I am going to resolve this force VR2 in vertical direction in order to calculate this VF2. So as you can see here, this is VR2, this is the line VR2 EB, and it is having angle beta 2. Beta 2 is the angle. So to calculate VF2, I have to resolve this VR2 in vertical direction. I have to resolve this. So I have to resolve this line in vertical direction. So how I am going to resolve? By using sine rule. So sine VF2 is equal to VR2 sine of beta 2. So now substitute the values here. So we know the value of VR2 is 842.5 into sine of beta 2 is 32.24. So we will calculate the value of VF2 using calculator. 842.5 into sine of 32.24. So we'll get 449.44 meters per second. So now I am going to calculate in this velocity triangle. I am going to calculate the entire length of FB, right? So FB is equal to VR2 cos of beta 2. So now I am going to resolve this VR2 in horizontal direction. Earlier we have resolved in vertical direction in order to calculate VF2. Now I am going to resolve this VR2 in horizontal direction to calculate FB, right? To calculate FB. So VR2, again we know the value of VR2, it is 842.5 into cos of 32.24. okay, so this is equal to 842.5 into cos of 32.24. So you'll get 712.8 meters per second FB. So we have calculated the value of FB here. So FB is 712.8 meters. So but I need to calculate FA here. FA is nothing but VU2. So I can write FB is equal to FA plus AB it is, right? So we know the value of FB, it is 712.8 is equal to VU2. FA is nothing but VU2. So you can see here FA is nothing but VU2, right? Plus AB is U. AB is U. So U, right? So I will substitute the values here. 712.8 is equal to VU2 plus 400, or I can write VU2 is equal to 712.8 minus 400. So you'll get VU2 is equal to, so you'll get VU2 712.8 minus 400. So you'll get 312.8 meters per second. So this is the value of VU2. Okay. So in this problem, V2 is unknown now, still now. So I know the value of FA, and as well as I know the value of VF2. FA is nothing but VU2. I know the value of VU2, I know the value of VF2. So apply Pythagoras theorem and calculate V2. So I can write V2 is equal to square root of V2 is equal to, so I can write V2 is equal to, so I can write here, as you can see, I can write V2 is equal to square root of VF2 square plus VU2 square. Okay, so we know all the values. So one more time I will explain. So to calculate this V2, so consider this right angle triangle here, EAF, right? So these two are the sides and this is hypotenuse, right? V2 is hypotenuse. We know the value of FA. FA is nothing but VU2. We have calculated this value, and we also know the VF2 value, right? We also calculated this VF2 value. So by substituting these two values in Pythagoras theorem, so here like this, so V2 is equal to VF2 square plus VU2 square, right? So just substitute the values in this equation in order to calculate V2. So what is the value of VF2? So VF2 is 449.4 square plus VU2 is 312.8 square. So I will substitute the values and I will calculate now. So we will get square root of into bracket 449.4 square plus 312.8 square bracket close. So you'll get 547.5 meters per second. So this is the value of the V2, that is the steam which is leaving the turbine. So I also need to calculate the value of alpha 2 here, as you can see here. So this alpha 2 value is also to be calculated, right? Alpha 2 value. So to calculate this alpha 2, I will go with again tan of alpha 2 is equal to VF2 divided by VU2, right? VF2 divided by VU2, or I can write alpha 2 is equal to tan inverse of VF2 divided by VU2, right? So this is equal to tan inverse of, so I will substitute the values now here. So VF2 is 449.4 divided by VU2 value is 312.8, right? So just substitute the values over here, and in order to get the value of alpha 2, so alpha 2, so tan inverse of into bracket 449.4 divided by 312.8 bracket close is equal to 55.16 degree. So we have calculated the value of alpha 2, that is 55.16 degree, right? So this is the procedure that you have to follow for almost all the problems that are related to velocity triangle if you are solving by analytical method. So first you have to calculate VU1, then you have to calculate VF1, then X, then you have to calculate VR1, then tan of beta 1. So this is the 5 important relations for inlet. Then we have to go to the exit velocity triangle. We have to implement the condition Vr1 is equal to Vr2, along with that beta 2 value, that is beta 1 is equal to beta 2 in this problem. Then you have to follow the same equations to calculate Vf2. So to calculate Vf2 is equal to Vr2 sine of beta 2, then Fb. So from this velocity triangle, so Fb, then Fb is equal to Fa plus Ab. So I have tried to make the problem as simpler as possible. So this is the same procedure you have to follow for the problems that are related to analytical as we can say. So we have solved this problem by analytical method, and this is the general velocity triangle which we have used as a reference. Here. So now with these values what we have obtained, so that is Vu1, Vf1, right, with these values now I am going to draw the velocity triangle with the scale. So this velocity triangle is only for our reference, because we need to generate the equations, right? We need to generate the trigonometric equations as well as some geometric equations. So for that purpose I have used this velocity triangle. Now I am going to draw the velocity triangle. With these values which we have obtained, right? So I am going to draw the velocity triangle, as you can observe carefully. As you can see here, so I have listed out all the values which are required to complete the velocity triangle. So V1 is equal to 1200 meters per second, alpha 1 is equal to 22, U is equal to 400 meters per second, beta 1 is equal to beta 2 is 32.24 degree, then VU1 is equal to 112.6 meters per second, then Vf1 is 449.5 meters per second, then Vr1 is equal to Vr2, it is 842.5 meters per second, Vf2 is 449.4 meters per second, then Vu2 is equal to 312.8 meters per second, V2 is equal to 547.5 meters per second, and alpha 2 is equal to 55.16 degree. So these are all the values which we have obtained, right, by solving this problem by analytical method, right, as you can see here. So this is the analytical procedure which we have followed. Now I am going to draw the velocity triangle related to this, right? So first I will draw a horizontal line. So as I told you in previous class also, so to draw the velocity triangle you have to hold the paper in landscape, right? You have to hold the paper in landscape, and you have to choose one scale. So here again I am going to choose the scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters per second. 100 meters per second. So this is the scale which I have chosen. So now I am going to draw the velocity triangle related to these values which we have obtained. So I am going to draw a horizontal line here. As you can see, I am going to draw a horizontal line, and I am going to locate point A here. So this is point A. Okay, this is point A. I am going to locate here, right, with angle 22 degree. Alpha 1 is 22 degree with angle 22 degree, and with the value of V1. So here V1 is 1200 meters per second. So if I consider the scale, so 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters per second. So V1 will be 12 centimeters. V1 will be 12 centimeters, as you can see here. So 12 centimeters, I am going to draw a line 12 centimeters with angle 22 degree. With angle 22 degree. So using the protractor I am going to locate 22 degree over here. So this is 22 degree, right, and I am going to draw a line of 12 centimeters from A, which is passing through this point, that is 22 degree. So 12 centimeters means something here, right? So this is V1, right? This is V1 with an angle of 22 degree. As you can see here, this is the angle alpha 1, 22 degree alpha 1, right? So from this point, as you can see here, so from this point, so you need to draw a horizontal line here. So you need to draw a horizontal line, right? So horizontal line. This is the horizontal line which you have drawn, right, which I have drawn here. Okay, so this is the velocity triangle. So this is v1. So as you can see, this is v1. The length of the v1 is 12 centimeters. A, B, this is point C and this is D, right? So v1 is equal to 1200 meters per second, and angle is alpha 1 is equal to 22 degree. Alpha 1 is equal to 22 degree. So what we have done, so with a length of 12 centimeters, because 1 centimeter is equal to 1200 meters per second, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters per second. So accordingly we have chosen the scale, and for 1200 meters per second, so this AD length will be 12 centimeters. As you can see here, it is 12 centimeters, right? Then we know the value of u is 400 meters per second. If I convert it into scale, so with the help of scale I can get the value of u as 4 centimeters, right, as 4 centimeters. So as you can see here, I am locating point B. I am locating point B. So point B is that is u. AB is nothing but u. So this is point B. So the length of this is 4 centimeters, right, as you can see here. So this AB is nothing but u. The value of u is 400 meters per second. So now that join these two, B and D. Join BD. Join BD. So you will get this angle that is 32.24, which we have obtained by analytical method. The same value you are going to get. Analytical method values are more accurate, we can say. Analytical method values are more accurate. So I am going to draw this line BD properly, right? So this is line BD which I have drawn here, So this value, the beta, so this is beta 1 is equal to, so beta 1 is equal to 32.24 degree, right? 32.24. So this is the inlet velocity triangle. So AB is nothing but u. So u is equal to 400 meters per second, and we also know the value of AC. AC is nothing but VU1. We know the value of VU1 also. So VU1 is equal to, we obtained the value of VU1 as you can see here. So VU1 is how much? VU1 is 1112.6 meters per second. So this is the value of VU1. Okay, now moving to this is the inlet velocity triangle as you can see here. So V1, this is VR1 is equal to how much? VR1 is 842.5 meters per second, and VF1 is how much? VF1, it is 449. VF1 is equal to 449.5 meters per second. So this is the value of VF1. Okay, so now I will proceed with the exit velocity triangle. So from point B, so since beta 1 is equal to beta 2, so from point B draw a line at an angle of 32.24, right? 32.24 somewhere here, 32.24, and the length of this is equal to again same as VR1, because VR1 is equal to VR2 here. So measure this length. So I am obtaining somewhere around 8.4 centimeters. So cut it here by 8.4 centimeters. So somewhere here you will get, so this is point D, sorry, A, B, C, D, E. This is point E. So from point E draw a vertical line, right? Draw a vertical line downward. right? So this is vertical, then join EA, right? So this is A B C D E F, this is point F, this is VF2, and this is V2, and this is alpha 2. Okay, now just substitute the values here. So VF2 is, this is equal to, VF2 is equal to 449.4 meters per second, and V2 we have obtained, this is equal to 547.5 meters per second, and alpha 2 we have obtained, that is 50.16 degree. Okay, so we have obtained all the values, and we also plotted the velocity triangle with scale, right? I am going to represent this VU2 over here, VU2, right? So this is VU2, VU2 is equal to how much? VU2 is 312.8 meters per second. So this is how we have drawn the velocity triangle. So this is the velocity triangle which we have drawn. So with the scale we have drawn the velocity triangle, right? And by analytical method we have solved the problem, as you can see here. With analytical method we have solved the problem. Okay, so thank you. Hope you have understood the problem, how to solve the problem by analytical method. Thank you.